Hey guys, what is going on? Payton here once again, and thanks for joining me for a brand new start. Swansea City, excited about the future with PAYTON. That only means one thing. I have now taken charge of Swansea on FIFA 14. It's going to be a new challenge, but this time in the Premier League. It's what you guys wanted to see. You wanted me to return to the Premier League because I know some of you guys enjoy watching English football instead of maybe the Spanish football, and so we've got that going on. We've got the Valencia career mode going on. We've got Swansea, and I hope you guys are going to stick around for this career mode. A great headline there, as we all know, Wilfried Boney signed for Swansea for a sum of 16.5 million. It was all about just going through all the emails that we get. Let's take a look at our squad report. Let's see the sort of players that we've actually got. We've got to meet the team, right? Because I'm not that used to Swansea. I know some of their players, some of their main players that they've got. They've got the likes of Jonjo Shelvey, Pablo Hernandez, Jonathan de Guzman, Michu, who plays at front, Boney, as I've already mentioned. Ashley Williams, who is actually their captain at Swansea. Michael Vorm, who is a fantastic goal. I think it was FIFA 13, he was just a brilliant goalkeeper, but for some reason, as we've come into FIFA 14, they've like re-evaluated him, and he's not that goalkeeper that everyone goes for, like on Ultimate Team or even career mode anymore, where you could, you know, sign him up and he would just come in and make such a big difference in the team. We've got a few players out on loan as well, like Key, who's at Sunderland at the moment. We got Leon Britton, who's always been a central figure at Swansea. Nathan Dyer is a player that I'm going to probably be using quite a lot this season, as we know he's got great acceleration and sprint speed, and we're going to need that pace if we want to be hitting the big teams on the counter attack. We've got Wayne Routledge as well. So yeah, not bad. A great bunch of strong players that really want to get down and start getting those results for Swansea. My transfer budget is not the best. I've only got something like 8 million to spend in the summer transfer window. We can't forget about the likes of Wilfried Boney though. We've got to work with what we've already got. I mean, 8 million, it's not the best budget. It's a bit of a challenge because you're probably looking at one average player there. One decent average player. So in the meantime, I'm probably going to be loaning a few players as well for this season, because I know there's quite a few positions that need strengthening. As some of you guys know, I am actually doing a Valencia career mode as well here on FIFA 14, and so I know some of the players. I'm fairly used to them at the moment, and I thought, well, let's see if I could go and raid Valencia, see if I can loan some of their players. I did go for Oriol Romeo, who seems like a decent youngster in that central defensive midfield position at the age of 21. I thought, why not? It just strengthens that midfield at Swansea, which needs to be done for the season ahead. I did send out a scout for Barragan as well at Valencia. Received an offer for Michu. He's definitely not leaving the team. I don't want to sell anyone just yet. If anyone's got to leave the team, it's got to be on loan, and you'll probably find that that's going to be the youngsters that go out. As usual though, at the start of every career mode on FIFA, we've got to go through pre-season friendlies. I'm not going to show you guys any of that. Well, you're going to see because I'm going to sim it, you're going to see the results, and that's it. We're going to move on because I want to get down to business. As we all know, the opening day of the Premier League will be played at home against Manchester United. Tough game ahead. Don't want to be dropping all 3 points there. It's going to be a tough game. I am in the Europa League this season, so that's something else to look forward to as we continue on. So the next 2 months for Swansea, it's going to be a mixture of tough tests ahead against the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool and United, as we all know, and also, well, I was going to say easy, but it never is it? So we just got to try our best. I did want to loan this player by the name of Ruben Ferreira. He does play in left back. His value is 5.5 million. He's at the age of 23, and I thought, I wonder if I can loan him. So I put in an offer. They did come back eventually and said, no, we're not accepting any loan offers. But I thought, well, let's keep going. Let's see if we can try and tempt them into loaning him for at least a season. Because, as I said, that left back position, it needs strengthening within the Swansea side. We haven't got too many players when it comes to the left back. Again, I received another transfer offer for Michael Vorm from Bayer Leverkusen for 7.5 million. Gonna reject that. Don't want any players leaving just yet. Got one from Cardiff City for Pablo Hernandez for 3.5 million. He's not going anywhere. Again, going back to loaning players, I went across to Manchester United. Let's see if I could go and raid them as well of loaning players, and I went for Alexander Butner just in case I couldn't sign up Ruben Ferreira from the Portuguese side. I also went after Zaha as well to see if David Moyes will accept them deals for a season-long loan. I did hear back from the Portuguese side, Funchal, I'm not too sure how you pronounce that. They said they don't want any loan offers for Ferreira, but I wanted to go for it again. I offered a bigger future fee. They didn't accept that, so I went for my backup of Alexander Butner. Thankfully, David Moyes accepted, so Butner will be a Swansea player for the season ahead. We had our first pre-season friendly against Stade Reims, the French side. We beat them 4-1 thanks to goals from De Guzman, Pablo Hernandez, and 2 goals from Wayne Routledge. Our next pre-season friendly was against Chievo, the Serie A Italian side. Again, I simmed that one. We beat them 2-0 thanks to goals from Boney and Routledge. I thought that injury that Routledge picked up wasn't going to be serious until, of course, I read my email. He is going to be out for 4 months with a broken tailbone. How unfortunate. What a huge setback for this Swansea side. So I looked for backup in Zaha from Manchester United. I was just hoping now that David Moyes was going to be nice and accept that, and Zaha could possibly come in and maybe replace Routledge for those 4 months that he's going to be out for. We did win our last pre-season friendly against Hoffenheim. That was a 2-1 victory, but look at that. 4 months, Routledge is good. I was looking forward to actually using Routledge, but I did get some good news. Thankfully, David Moyes did accept my loan offer for Wilfried Zaha. We now have 2 Wilfrieds on the team, but that is good news. Hopefully now, with Routledge being out for 4 months, it's going to give Zaha some playing time as well, and I'm hoping that he'll fit in just nicely on the left or the right wing. Take a look at that as well. Transfer news: Everton hoping to sign Petr Cech in the coming days. Madness. You'd never expect to see such a headline. And Henry Jones as well, one of my youngsters in the Swansea side, did move to Oldham on a season-long loan. So he's going to go there and get some match experience. So here we go. Opening day of the Premier League. It's against Manchester United at home at the Liberty Stadium. There was my starting 11. We got the likes of De Guzman, we got Pablo Hernandez. Also, Romeo starts this game, the player that I loaned from Valencia, remember. You will notice as well, you're probably thinking, well, why aren't you starting Zaha and Butner? You had the option. Yes, I did, but I thought, well, let's make this career mode a little bit realistic. Because in real life, if Swansea had loaned Zaha or even Butner and they was playing Manchester United, then players wouldn't play against their club. So I thought, well, why not? Let's go for realism a little bit in this game, because they haven't implemented that just yet on FIFA. I hope they do for FIFA 15. There's so many features that they should add to the game, which would just make it a lot better in my opinion. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. But this game against Manchester United, the opening day of the Premier League, I couldn't have asked for a better start. Jonathan De Guzman with the first goal of the season for Swansea. First header was saved, denied by David De Gea, but the ball was loose in the air, and the likes of Thiago Silva, Evra, Vidic, they were all there, but De Guzman beat them to the punch and managed to knock that one past De Gea, who I don't think was ready for it the second time around. We found ourselves 1-0 up, but a couple of minutes later, Wayne Rooney, so close to actually drawing level with this Swansea side. The ball just hammering off the post. Vorm didn't even get to it. That I thought was probably going to creep into the bottom corner. We did well there to push Manchester United off the ball, but again, Rooney all over us. Kagawa seemed as though he was being playing up front with Wayne Rooney slipping in just behind him, which to me seems rather odd for David Moyes. But again, this is just the computer after all. Maybe they were switching roles throughout the whole of this game, but Kagawa did get the equaliser for Manchester United. So it was game on at the Liberty Stadium. I was just hoping that the final score wasn't going to be what it was in real life, when United went to see Swansea and beat them 4-1 for the opening day of the Premier League. Look at Romeo here. I really thought that was going to beat De Gea and go into the back of the net. The loanee from Valencia, so close to making it 2-1 and pushing Swansea in front for the second time in this game. Fellaini didn't even get to that, but De Gea, I thought maybe got a hand to that, could have got a corner, but no, just went out for a goal kick. But so close, but yet so far. And I'm sure every single one of you have played FIFA. We all know what happens there. Through ball to Rooney from Kagawa. And just watching this now on the replay, I'm thinking to myself, why the hell do I even play FIFA if I'm going to defend so poorly? That was just diabolical. Watching it on the replay, it's terrible. And I feel bad. But Manchester United are in the lead for the first time in this game. It's not the start I wanted in this Swansea career. Look at that for a finish. Michael Vaughan unable to stretch any further and get a hand to that. So 5 minutes remaining of the game. Swansea on the brink of losing all 3 points on the opening day of the Premier League. Could we at least get an equaliser and just pick up a point? I would be happy with that. And Shelvey, who came on as a substitute in this game, swinging the ball into the box after poor defending from Evra himself. Couldn't even keep up with Shelvey. As we all know, he's getting older, his stats are going to start decreasing. He's not going to be the player that he once was. And yes, Shelvey swung in the cross and picked out the head of Nathan Dyer. Put that one past David De Gea. The final score on the opening day of the Premier League at the Liberty Stadium saw Swansea draw with Manchester United 2-2. So we pick up a point. Not bad. A decent attempt with Swansea. And I can't wait to keep going. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I'll see you all in the next one.